Hi, Sean Savage here from Streaker Marine. We've got one of our favourite boats behind us here. It's the Quintrex F450 Hornet Pro. We've done our special touches to the boat and would love to show you through just before the customer arrives and show you some of the features that we've done to make this the ultimate inland fishing boat. So what we'll do is we'll start off at the front of the boat, work our way back. This particular customer's gone with the Lowrance option, so we've got the Lowrance Ghost fitted at the front here. We've also on the other side, which we'll see in the moment, is running the GFAB pole with the Lowrance Active Target 2, which is the new generation from Lowrance for their forward scan. We have a HDS Pro at the front. One particular thing that we like to spend a bit of time with our customers is location and positioning of products. We've gone with the heavy duty ram mount on this boat here. Also with the shorter ram for the GFAB pole. The GFAB gear has been really good for us recently. It's very easy to work with and we've got a good relationship with those guys. So we've got them down to really suit for the Hornet Pros, which is our most common product. One thing we've done recently with the Hornet Pros is when we stow away our GFAB pole, we've also got this GFAB support here. So when it's in its transit mode, it's all tucked away, there's no vibrations, there's not rubbing on decks or anything. So it's very nice and clean. And when we're fishing, this isn't something that's not really gonna get in our way. It's nice and flush and it rolls over. So it's not gonna really affect our fishing, which is one of the reasons why we haven't fitted these for a long time. But it will make our storage and towing a lot safer and easier and less chance of any damage. The 450s and the 481s are our two most popular models that we use with the Hornet Pros. The 450, we find the biggest difference in the room is actually from the console here to the front casting platform is where that space is saved versus the 481. But the 450 is really nice size. It fits on this 1298 trailer. It's nice and clean. The boat sits, one thing I like, inside the guards. So the boat, when you drive the boat up, it's a nice wide surface to drive the boat up onto. They're a very easy boat to launch and retrieve. And they're fitted so well with the Yamaha 90 horsepower. With the Yamaha 90 horsepowers, you have the option between the traditional Yamaha grey and the new pearl white. But we're obviously a Yamaha fanatical company here and truly love the product and it suits really well to these boats. What we're going to go through now is inside the boat. We're going to show you some of the things that we're doing internally here that makes our company quite unique with the Hornet Pros and show you just how high end our fit out quality is. So you can see some of the tricks of the trade that we've had recently with these products is exceptionally good. So first thing we have here is our Hornet side console that they come here from the factory. We're running the Yamaha concealed control box, so it's nice and clean on the side pocket there. It's not intrusive and the ignition's on the dash. We're running the Yamaha touchscreen gauge, which is the CL5, and we've also gone with the Lowrance HDS Pro. So that's the biggest screen. You can obviously see the way that we've mounted that. We actually use a spacer kit to push it out a little bit. And you can see how clean it is on the top of the dash there with the slightly unique shape that these consoles come with. It's something that we've had to play around with, but we've got that fitting flush and it looks exceptionally nice. Our own custom switching on the side here, so the customer didn't have a lot of lighting, so we didn't have to extend the switches too much, but we have those airbrush, because quite often when you have a lot of switches, it can be a little bit confusing on what switch does what. So we make our own custom switches to suit that. If we step down here, I'll show you through our battery system, which is what we call our house batteries. So we have two Century Marine Pro batteries at the back of the boat here with an isolation switch, so one either side so the boat's evenly balanced, and that does our house. So it does our ignition for the engine, it'll do everything that's on the console and our lighting typically throughout the boat, depending on how the customer's adjusted that. So when we have those battery switches on, we'll have all the power going to our engine and all the power going to our dash here. Moving forwards, when we change from our normal Century Marine Pro batteries to our lithium. So we have two lithium batteries, which I'll open here in a minute. We have circuit breakers for each battery. So this is our 24 volt side, which is doing our Lowrance Ghost. We have our own digital meter telling us exactly what's happening. So we have 100% charge on that one, which is running 26.9 volts. This is our isolation switch for it. So when we're done at the end of the day, all we need to do is turn that over, and that's going to turn off our lithium battery. To flick it back on, power comes on, and our Anderson plug directly below it. When we lift this up, we'll see our 24 volt, our FPV power, 24 volt, 110 amp hour battery, and that is solely running our Lowrance Ghost up here. So when we come up to the top here, we have our Lowrance Ghost. We can turn that on because it's got power now, and that's a fantastic unit for this freshwater market because it's integratable to the Lowrance head units. So when we're fishing and we want to adjust our screen, we can use our foot controller, or we can also use our autopilot for our screens here as well. It's nice to have the same product throughout the boat. So if we're running Garmin, we'll try and run a full Garmin setup. If we're running Lowrance, vice versa. So that's our 24 volt side. Our 12 volt side is going to be running our Active Target 2, which is our live scope, and our forward head unit here. So same deal on this side here. We're running 13.1 volts at 86% currently. We've got the same circuit breaker, the same Anderson plug, and when we lift this side up, we'll see that we've got our 220 amp 12 volt. We have our own circuit breaker for everything that's at the front here. So if we need to get to the breakers there, we can clearly see they're marked with electronics, depth sounder, etc. And then our Active Target 2 computer. So all very, very easy to get to. Great access. The good thing about what we have with our FPV power lithium batteries is obviously the weight of the batteries gives us the opportunity, because they're so light, that we can put them in slightly more unique spaces than we did with our AGM style batteries, because they don't affect the balance of the boat as much. This customer hasn't gone with a bimini cover, which is quite common now because they want to fish the whole boat, which works really well. But we also have a full travel cover, which you might have seen in our videos before. We custom make those that our Lowrance goes away, our sounder will drop down, our Active Target will go in its stowed position, and the cover rolls from the back. There's no actual fittings on the actual boat as such. We don't have to put press studs or any clips on there. It's all tightened up with a ratchet tie down at the back of the boat. So we love our Hornet Pros. We do them in all sizes, but the 450 and the 481 are typically the most common. Everything we do here at Streaker Marine's got a Yamaha outboard, and we have our preference between Lowrance and Garmin Electronics. If you ever have any questions on the Hornet range, please feel free to contact us. We'd love to help you with your next boat. Thanks for watching.